Good afternoon and welcome to Delaware Valley High School in Milford, Pennsylvania for Pope John Junior Lion Lacrosse. Mike Formersano here calling today's game. Thank you so much for joining us for game number 3 of the RiverLAX tournament between the Pope John Junior Lions and the Abington Heights Comets. Pope John going left to right on your screen and Abington Heights going right to left. We're just waiting for the horn to signal the beginning of the 25-minute game. Pope John winning the first contest 6-0 over the Back Mountain Bandits and losing to Nazareth in game number 2 9-0. So Pope John looking to get on the right side of the ledger with this third game, and we are just waiting for the referee's whistle for opening face-off. We'll go over rosters later on. We're just waiting for the horn to signal here. Don't want to go ahead and start reading off the roster and get interrupted in the middle, so we'll do it later on. Pope John 1-1 in the RiverLAX. And we got 2 more games to go here against Abington Heights, who they lost to last year 7-3, and then they take on Scranton. And that's a team they did not face last year. In game number 4, they took on the team from Malaxa. So this is on the turf field in Warrior Stadium here at Delaware Valley High School. And there's the horn signaling the beginning of play. As soon as the referee gives the go-ahead, we'll start the face-off. Here we go. Ryan Johnson scoops it up, and we'll take it down the field on the left wing. Pope John in their white jerseys and white shorts with blue and gold trim. Blue numbers with gold trim on the numbers and names on the back. They're going left to right on their screen. And Abington Heights, the Comets, are in their blue jerseys. Shot on goal, he scores! Vic Fiore puts Pope John up 1-0 to start right away here. So great goal by Vic Fiore. And again, no face-offs after the opening one, so the goalkeeper will just start up play again whenever goal scored. So here's Brody Pielick in front to Hayden Marshall. The shot, he scores! Hayden Marshall into the bottom left portion of the net. And Pope John quickly up 2-0. Now Abington Heights will toss it downfield. Over to number 4 on the far sideline. Pope John looking to squeeze it up. There is number 14, Tyler Rossi. Now the ball over the midfield line. It's actually on the football field here on the Turf Stadium field. So we'll call the 50 the midfield line. Pope John with it, looking to set up their offense. 2 quick goals, Fiore and Marshall. And Charlie Higgins with it now. Number 18, pass up to Fiore. Fiore on the left wing, now moving towards the center of the field. Pass over to Pielick. We got our first taste to see what Brody Pielick could do. Shot on it, goal. Higgins and the goaltender makes the save. I was going to say Pielick scored 2 goals in the scrimmage against Mount Olive a couple of weeks ago, including the game winner with less than a minute to go. So, well, Fiore, number 4 on the left.
Is that another Justin Maria? Is that another Justin Maria?
Here's a shot. Blocked in front. He picks up his own rebound. Now it goes over to Max LeBanca. LeBanca does a 360. Pass off to Pielick. Pielick gives it to Marshall. Marshall looking to break into the middle. Marshall with it. The shot on goal. Saved by the Abington Heights goalkeeper. Abington Heights just northwest of Scranton. And that's the team that Pope John's going to play next, as Pielick is going to get hit with a penalty there. Flag thrown on the play as he took a swipe at the Comet forward or attacker going up the field. So 2-0 Pope John on goals by Vic Fiore and Hayden Marshall. We're just underway, a couple of minutes in here. Game number 3 of this RiverLAX tournament. One more game at 2:30. And then Pope John turns right back around tomorrow for the home opener and the opener of the interscholastic schedule. They will take on the Chester Bulldogs. And then on Thursday, they go on the road and they face off against Heritage Livingston. And Pope John Heritage, it's a rematch of last year's semifinal. Pass by 29 over the head of the attacker for Abington Heights. And so goes out of bounds. and Pope John will go the other way. Let's go over the roster. We'll start with number 1, Malin Sevchik. Trying to remember it off the top of my head as I left my notebook away from the rain. As I said earlier, it was sunny. It was beautiful conditions. And as soon as I said that, after game number 2, it started raining here in Milford. But it has held off right now. It's just very overcast and it's gotten colder. Pick up roster in just a second. Here's 29 for Abington Heights. 30 with it. Over to the right wing. Number 30 inside. Morelli gets a piece of that and deflects it over to a Pope John defender. Ball's on the turf and there's a scrum for it. Number 14, Tyler Rossi trying to pick it up. Whistle blowing on the play. This could be Abington Heights with it. Off the right wing. Knocked out of his cross. The ball hurts the turf. Comets get it back. Number 4 with it. Number 4, the shot on goal. He scores just underneath the crossbar. And that puts Abington Heights on the board. The Comets now trail Pope John by a count of 2-1. Here comes Pope John. Brand new jerseys and uniforms for them this year. Still with the traditional blue and gold and white, but a bit of a new design. So it looks sharp. Comets have it in the corner now, and we get a flag on the play as Clifford goes out of bounds with it. So the foul on the play.
This is Lacrosse.
I have no game, no podium.
So Abington Heights will take over. All right, let's start with the roster. Malin Sevchik, number 1. Number 2 is Ryan Johnson. Number 3, Jonathan Brugna. Number 4, Vic Fiore. Number 5, Colin Bauman. Number 7, Connor Clifford. Number 8, Max LeBanca. Number 9, Mason Iglesias. Number 10, Zach Cash. As Abington Heights runs it up the field. Number 4 with it now. Over on the left wing. Number 11 is Vincent Jessamaria. Number 12, Kieran Elvin, I should say. There's no G at the end of that. 29 on the right wing. Pass to 30. 30 with the shot. Saved by Morelli. And pops it right over the crossbar. Good save by Mike Morelli. And keeps the score 2-1. Now coming to the midfield line. He gets over into Abington Heights territory. Scrum for the ball. Number 30 picks it up for the Comets. Racing back into the Pope John territory. He's got Vincent Jessamaria, number 11, on him. Over to number 4 for the Comets. Lines up, fires, bounce shot. And Morelli's able to make the save. And picked up by Rossi. Tyler Rossi. Knocked down by number 95 for Abington Heights. Number 30 with it now. Pass goes across the field and scooped up by number 26, Andrew Jessamaria. And Jessamaria getting over the midfield line. And he crosses into Abington Heights territory. As Jessamaria moving up. Taking on the right-hand side. Knocked out of his cross by number 4. He'll go back behind the net now. Being chased down by LeBanca and Clifford.
Hurry up!
LeBanca all over number 4, and he gets it into his goalkeeper, number 99. Walk it out of his crease and throw it downfield. A couple of bounces to number 30 right near the midfield line. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be Pope John ball. Let's pick up the rest of the roster. We left off with Tyler Rossi, number 14. Number 18 is Charlie Higgins. Number 17 is Emilio Barranco. Number 22, Michael Formasano. Number 23, Brody Pielik. Pielik's got the ball. Pielik's with the shot. He scores!
Nice shot.
Brody Pielik with a sideways shot to the left. And inside the left post, and it'll make it 3-1. Pope John. And now an interception by Vic Fiore. Here's Fiore. Pass to Pielik. Pielik, another shot. Deflected by 28. Now the rebound goes to Connor Clifford. And he scores. Clifford makes it 4-1. Pope John over Abington Heights. Pass down the field, and Pope John will handle it. There's Rossi. Rossi up the far sideline. Rossi takes it back into Abington Heights territory. Knocked out of his cross. Ball's on the turf. Here's Rossi. Rossi on the left wing. The pass over to Johnson. Ryan Johnson with it now. Knocked out of his cross. He picks it back up. Over to Elvin. And we have a whistle. The foul on the play. Let's pick up the roster here. So we left off with Pielick. Number 26 is Andrew Justin Maria. Number 28, Santiago Vargas Ramirez. Number 30 is Carter Johnston. 29 is Johnny Pippa. Number 34, Steve Leonard. Number 36, Hayden Marshall. Number 38, Ryder Merlino. Number 55, Sutton Fullwood. You mentioned Steve Leonard, right? Number 34. And the goaltender, number 72, Michael Morelli. Head coach of Pope John Junior Lions is Ryan Rigby.
Hey, Ryan, how do you do on the face-off?
We're going to whistle on the play. Assistant coach Joe Buono. The varsity head coach is Joe Della Fera. Program coordinator Beatrice Pippa. The athletic trainer Gerard Graziano. And the athletic director Brian Carlson. I am Mike Formasano. We are here live at Delaware Valley High School in Milford, Pennsylvania. This is game number 3 of the RiverLAX tournament. Pielick with a shot high over the crossbar. Wow, he wound up on that shot and went flying over the cross and off the back fence. Here's Marshall. Marshall fires out of bounds. So both Pielick and Marshall, guns a-blazing. 4-1 Pope John. Clifford inside. Back up top now to Pielick. Pielick winds, fires, he scores! Brody Pielick. Multi-goal game for him, and Pope John now up 5-1. Now to pass over to number 17. Looks to bring it over the half-court line. He'll pass it to 95. 95 racing up the left wing now. Into Pope John territory, being defended by Vincent Jessamaria.
Good job, 11.
95 cuts inside. The shot, save, Morelli. Michael Morelli will pass it out to Elvin. Here's Kieran Elvin, number 12 with it. Elvin across midfield. Pass it off to LaBanca, just out of his reach. Going towards the sideline, and it'll roll out of bounds. It'll be Abington Heights ball. They're going to say it's... No, they're going to actually... I think they're going to give the ball to Pope John. Well, the referee will signal Pope John, so it'll be inbounded by LaBanca. Max LaBanca coming in on the right side. He's got a clear shot. Fires. Saved by the Abington Heights goalkeeper. And now, big collision on Elvin as the stick came down on him, but Pielick poked up the ball. Marshall to Fiore. Fiore fires. He scores. Vic Fiore now multi-goal game as well. 6-1. Pope John leads over Abington Heights. Well, Vic Fiore, who's the star quarterback for the 13U team that won the regional championship and then played on the 7th and 8th grade boys basketball team. Now playing lacrosse as well, 3-sport star. And a hit by Cash on the Abington Heights biddy. Now Marshall will run up. Ball still on the turf. It's bouncing around. Scooped up by Pielick. Brody Pielick, he's all alone. Pielick coming in the shot. He scores. Oh, the goalkeeper left the whole left portion of the net open, and Pielick just blistered it in. 7-1, Pope John. So that bad taste in the mouth after the Nazareth game has been fully washed away. Pope John will inbound the ball. Up 7-1. Final game later on today, 2:30 p.m. Please join us for that. It'll be Pope John versus Scranton Lacrosse. I don't believe Scranton has a nickname, so We're just going to call him Scranton from the Electric City, and we'll see if we can pick up any little tidbits to throw in for that game later, as I've already gotten the primer from my wife, Kara, in regards to the Electric City. It's about an hour west of here. Here's a shot by Fiore. Score underneath the crossbar, and Fiore's got a hat trick. Vic Fiore makes it 8-1, Pope John.
We like the big field. You know what I mean? You don't want to put your best effort.
Watchers today from Florida. Rooting on Mason Glacius. Go watching from Florida, so hope you're enjoying it there. It's amazing. Some of the coverage we've had, I've had people turn to me and say they've been out of the country watching our feed, so international. All throughout the United States. Pretty amazing what technology can do nowadays. Just on an internet stream. So, Comets have the ball on the left wing. 21 trying to break in, and Fiore will have none of that. Sefcik all over 24, pounding away, and finally gets hit with a penalty there. There's a flag flies from the referee. Finally getting that name right. My apologies in the first two games. I'm saying Sedgwick. I checked with Malin, and he said it's Sefcik. I want to make sure we get that right. Any other mistakes or any other mispronunciations, just come see me. Morelli's trying to get the ball closest to him so that way Pope John can take possession, and he does. Lions up 8-1 here in game number 3 of the RiverLAX tournament. Season starts tomorrow on the interscholastic level. It'll be the Chester Bulldogs coming to Sparta to take on the Pope John Lions. And then Pope John hits the road on Thursday to Heritage. And the season goes late this year. It goes all the way to May 31st. We'll try and be with you as many games as possible. I can tell you right now, the May 31st game, we will not be on the air for. We'll be out of town, prior commitment. So, but all the others we'll try to be at. Here's number 30 with the shot. Goes out of bounds. Abington Heights is closest. And then if there's any playoffs, obviously we'll be there for those. Last year with the Greater Morris County Tournament. We said Pope John winning the championship. Very successful past 12 months for lacrosse and 13U football and middle school hockey in its inaugural year, winning the Skylands Youth League. Excuse me. It's a shot saved by Morelli. I was going to say the Skylands Youth League tournament and league. Pope John winning that league. 9 wins, 1 loss, and they went right through the playoffs, defeating High Point and West Belfort Pequannock for the championship. A couple of cross players who were on the hockey team, Hayden Marshall, Michael Formasano. Here's number 30 moving up to the left wing. Pass inside off the cross of the attacker, number 24. And it goes over to Morelli. We can say that about a lot of the players on this roster who play multiple sports. As Higgins takes a hit from 99. Higgins with the ball on a delayed penalty call. Higgins coming in, the shot on goal. Save by the goalkeeper for Abington Heights. And when he makes the save, Abington Heights called for the penalty.
The ground is the killer. Point blank.
What's that flag?
We got a guy hit on the helmet.
I'll get it. I'll get it.
Coming your way, Blue.
Thank you.
Clifford standing behind the net, waiting to inbound the ball.
Hey, where's the ball? Outside.
Referee directs him to move to the outside corner on the near sideline. Here's Clifford racing in. Now back to the wing to Higgins. Higgins over to Johnson. Pass to Leonard. Now behind the net to Clifford again. To Higgins as we go around the world. The shot by Higgins. He scores. Charlie Higgins into the bottom right portion of the net. And it's 9-1 Pope John. Now, number 4 with a right shoulder shove on Higgins, trying to run past him. Inside the 53, the shot. Saved by Morelli. He got a piece of it. And Formisano scoops it up. Now, knocked off his cross by 53. Steals it away. 53, the pass inside 22, the shot. Morelli makes the save. Wow. What a great save by Morelli. Point blank. And he got a leg on it. Fantastic goalkeeping. And now breakaway for Vincent Jesamaria. Well, he's got a couple of defenders in front of him. So pass over to number 9, Iglesias. It goes out of bounds. I saw Jesamaria breaking up the field, and I didn't account for the 2 defenders right next to the goalkeeper. So either way, Pope John is going to turn the ball over, and Abington Heights will start up with it. Number 30. 9-1, Pope John leads. Number 4 with it now for the Comets. All 4 teams Pope John's playing today from the northeast Pennsylvania area. Nazareth maybe a little further south as it's closer to Easton. But everything else close to Scranton Wilkes-Barre. And the shot, save, Morelli again. Big time save. And now Formisano is able to give it over to Morelli. And Michael Morelli will reset. Now over to Higgins. Here's Charlie Higgins across the midfield line. The pass in to LaBanca. Off his cross. Now picked up. Still on the turf. Scrum for Iglesias in there. And the ball finally comes out to Abington Heights. We've got a whistle. It's going to slow things down. So Abington Heights will take over. Number 4 in the center of the field as he runs up towards the crease. A shot on goal. Save Morelli. Right into the big netting of his cross. We got a foul on the play. That's an offside. So the referee starts to whistle back up. And here are the Comets. Out about the 45-yard line. Over the midfield line, I should say. Number 4 with it, being defended by Zach Cash. Jesamaria on him as well. Jesamaria is able to knock it free, and Cash picks it up. Zach Cash over to Vincent Jesamaria. Jesamaria trying to scoop it up. It's near the sideline, still in bounds. And as the Abington Heights player knocked out.
That's number 3, okay? With the cheap stop. No more. No more. That's the 3rd time. Okay, white ball. White ball.
Pope John ball.
White ball! White ball! White ball! Guys, listen!
Pope John not realizing they have the ball to inbound, so Colin Bauman, number 5, will finally pick it up and start play back up. Here comes Bauman on the near sideline. The pass to Marshall. Marshall being checked by number 44. Knocked out of his cross. It hits the turf. And Abington Heights with the turnover. Over to number 30. Racing up the far sideline. In past Cash. Formisano with the check there.
Nice 22.
Number 30 with the shot. He scores. So number 30, after receiving the check from Formisano, he was able to hold on to the ball and rips it past Morelli, and that's going to make it 9-2. So the Comets on the board now for the 2nd time today. Here's Fiore. 9-2, Pope John over Abington Heights. Fiore will pass it down low. Here's Iglesias. Into Brunia. Now in front, the shot. He scores. Kieran Elvin makes it double chilly. 10-2. Pope John over Abington Heights. Number 95 at the midfield line takes the pass. He'll run back into Pope John territory. Pass across the 22, the shot. He scores. Just inside the right post past Morelli. Make it 10-3. Oh, the Comets starting to turn on their offense a bit. Here's Pielick. Brody Pielick into Abington Heights territory. The pass off the cross of Brunia. He'll take it back and toss it over to Marshall on the left wing. Marshall looking for the center. Trying to get around the defense. Does a 360. Over to Pielick. Pielick was looking to fire, but it wasn't secure in his netting. And so the Comets steal it away. Here's number 95. Gets into Pope John territory on the left wing. Goes to the near sideline. The pass to 22 out of his reach. He'll go out of bounds, and it'll be Pope John ball. 10-3, Pope John leads over Abington Heights. Bit of a turnaround from last year where the Comets were able to defeat Pope John in the first game of the tournament here. Pope John getting their payback today. One more game on the schedule, 2:30. Please join us for that. The Lions will take on Scranton. It's number 30. Pass across to 7. Now back to 7. 7 takes a hit, fires over the crossbar, and Baracco is able to get closest. So, no, they're going to say Abington Heights was closest, and they'll maintain possession. It's tough for the defense to get back there. Usually, the offensive team makes sure to position somebody closest to the line. There's the horn. That's the end of the game. Pride has spoken. Pope John defeats Abington Heights. Final score, 10-3. A couple of hat tricks in this game. The Pope John offense on display all throughout. Good goaltending by Michael Morelli. And so Pope John moves their record in the RiverLAX tournament to 2-1. Well, please join us for game number 4 at 2:30 this afternoon, where the Pope John Junior Lions will take on Scranton Lacrosse. For everyone here at Delaware Valley High School in Milford, Pennsylvania, it's Mike Formasano saying thanks for joining us. Final score, once again, Pope John defeats Abington Heights 10-3. Have a good afternoon, and we'll see you at 2:30.